we're going to get started on cleaning up these older traps, and some of them have a little bit too much rust on them. We're going to get some of that off, and a little bit of rust is good so you can dye them, but we're going to clean these up and then we'll let them get a little small coat of rust on them so they'll take the dye. But we're going to use this vinegar. So I'm using about 3 gallons of vinegar and about 4 gallons of water in a tub. And we'll get these traps put in there for a couple days, and then we'll take some of that rust off. Just need to cover them all. Get them down in there and get them all covered. And we'll see if we can get them all down. I'll get some more water and make sure they're all covered. And I'll get about another gallon of water. And we'll let them set for a couple days. Get some of that rust off. And we'll talk to you later. So we had them in the solution for 72 hours. In that vinegar, it ate a lot of that rust off. So now we're going to spray them down and see how they look. Oh yeah, they're cleaning up really good. Getting all that rust off. Vinegar really works. Cleans them right up. Took all that rust off. Get them flipped over and see how they look on this side. Oh yeah, they look really good. Taking all that rust off. Work on these now. These double long spring. Cleaned up really good. Well, we'll get these all cleaned up and we'll get back with you later. So we got these used traps and we cleaned them up and we gave them about 2 or 3 days to get a little bit of rust on them. We took them down to bare metal, and then now we've got a light coat of rust, and we're going to soak them in logwood dye. That's what this is called, logwood dye. And we're about to do about 2 or 3 dozen traps. But what you do, you put them in 6 gallons of water per bag. So I've got 12 gallons of water in this tub. And I'm going to put it all in here. You can do this a couple different ways. You can boil it, and it only takes about an hour to do this, or you can do it the way I'm doing it. I'm just going to let them sit in there. I got plenty of time, and I'm going to put them in here for about a week and let them get dyed up. We'll mix that up a little bit. We'll mix that up. And We'll let them sit in this solution for about a week. And that'll get them all blackened up and dyed up. It'll stop the rust. So I just used a little bit of hot water, but it'll cool down, and we'll get them in there and let them sit for a week or so and see how that turns out. Got them all dyed up, got them all stirred up. We'll get some traps in there. We can do about 6 dozen, but this is not going to let it do that. I got a little bit more water to put in, about 2 more gallons. Let's get it really mixed up in there. So we'll get these other ones in there. Get a few more in there. And I might be able to even put a few more in. Get a few more of these that weren't so bad on the rust. Get them down in there. Get them all submerged. Hopefully. This one's not too bad. We'll throw it in there. Get all of them we can in there. Couple more. Whatever I can get in there. There's number 3. We'll try that one. It'll barely fit. And that's about it, looks like. Got a few more traps. We'll boil them and logwood and see how that turns out. And I'll get the rest of these all. They got a good coat of rust on them, so it won't take much for them. And I've got a few more. I've got to do all my traps I use this year. I'm gonna take them in this weekend and spray them down. Last year I used Speed Dip. That's what that looks like. And it did all right. I just, it stays real sticky for a while. So you gotta do this early in the summer before you go trapping, because it stayed sticky pretty good. But I liked it. Speed Dip, it wasn't bad. But I wanted to try this logwood. I wanted to try this way and see how it does. As far as dyeing them up. We'll give it a week in there and we'll check back in later. All right. Well, we've left them in that solution for 24 hours. And let's see how they're doing. Some of them ones that were really rusted up, oh yeah. They're getting dyed good. They're getting dyed good. And we'll hang this up and see if that's what we want. Looking good. Dyed right up. Didn't take but 24 hours for these ones that had good rust on it. And we'll just hang them on the fence. And that's good. We'll make room for for some more. All right, it works. Yeah, this is how we turned our old used traps into new usable traps. We took all the rust off them, and then we let them rust up for a couple days, a light coat of rust, and we put them in a bulkwood dye, let them dye, and now they're usable traps. You don't have to buy brand new traps. You can fix up old ones and use them. It's nice to have new traps, but these are just as good. Nothing wrong with them. And we'll put them to work this year. And we'll talk to you later.